So just before the video does start, just a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. I do daily trading guides including loads of price sheets for special card trading, silver trading and so on and so on. And you get them daily over there for £5 a month or free with Amazon Prime. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to episode 12 of Trade and Play. So, the account is looking pretty fruitful, you know, 450k. Still got a few specials to sell on. You've got the Team of Season Hintigers are sold on. Just loads of cards right there. Nothing, nothing too crazy. But yeah, so the plan of action today is going to be doing a bit of trading, obviously. And on top of that, really just getting to the qualification for Weekend League. Now, we were kind of grinding our games yesterday. It's already on 1.589, so obviously it's just over 400 chance points. We're also in Division 5. I don't know if I've already said that yet. So we are actually getting more chance points per win as such. But yeah, so I think without further ado, what we'll do is we'll go and crack underway with a bit of shadow trade. So we're not having much luck with the shadow trading, but what we are doing right now is just going through the list on the trading guide, player by player by player. Now the likes of Fabinho are normally sell for 37, so obviously just picked up 3 right here, one for 29, one for 31, and one for 30. So a range from an 8k difference to a 6k difference on him. With having less than a 2k tax is bad, and Guerrero got for 26, going to sell that for 32. So yeah, not having much luck sniping, but yeah, having good luck going through them one by one. So I'm not quite sure if they've released it yet, but apparently there is meant to be a Havertz SBC. The question is this one team? Good. Rating? 84. Wow, that's actually very, very cheap. That is a very cheap team. The problem is it demanded? Because I don't even imagine Team of Season's madly expensive. All right, let's have a little look at let's have a little look at the. Let's just have a look at some cards. 82s. I'm just thinking Nico Schultz, really. Nico Schultz 3.9. Thorgan Hazard 3.9. Bellarabi 4k. Do you know, I'm going to probably take a punt and go with the likes of Bellarabi with this one. Although, would Bellarabi been... Yeah, I think I'll go the likes of Bellarabi. I think that's very, very cheap. And he should do well. He does well normally time after time after time. So, let's go and buy a bunch of Bellarabis. I don't quite know the sort of demand for this Kai Havertz, if I'll be honest with you. But I think I'll take a punt with it. I don't think it hurts. There you go. Onto the Bellarabis. So what we're doing right now is just making room for whichever right mid you guys voted for. Now, we actually went and bought a Dharma for 36. Now, sadly, you can't actually see cards when I'm listing them. But yeah, this is going to get listed up for 43. So obviously, that's a nice little 7k difference. And we're actually making profit on the cards we're using. But so we are going to go and get that right mid that you decided to vote upon. Also, a few of these cards are already selling on. The really goods we've got for like 2.7. We're selling for 2.9. A lot of the other cards are doing pretty well. I mean, I'll walk you through the list of investments I made because I don't believe I showed every investment. So Hazards, who we bought for 4k, are now up to... Yeah, that would have been impressive. No, the Hazards we bought for 4k are now going for... Probably up to about 4.7, isn't it? 4.6? Yeah, probably up to about 4.7, 4.8. There you go, even more than that. Are they up to 5? Probably just under 5. Yeah, so they're up a k, which isn't too bad. Caustics, who we bought for 2k. They're doing really nicely, in fact. We're selling a fair few of them right now. Bought these for 2k. These are up to about 3.3 right now, which is good. Really good, so we got for 2.7. They haven't done too well, as you can see. I'm literally selling them at 2.9. The reason I'm selling these at 2.9 right now, I'm not really selling the rest, because I do believe they'll rise. It's just because he's not probably direct enough to do insane. Then get around to Gidner. Gidner, who was bought for 2k. These are up to... What are they up to? About 2.8, 2.7. So up 700-800 coins. Again, there's... Ooh. This guy, someone's just gone and flooded them for 2.4, but I believe we'll get about 2.8 for them, but I still believe they can rise. And the Orbans, who we're buying for 1.2 to 1.3, I think, are about the same sort of price, about 1.5, I think we searched for them. Yeah, about 1.415, so nothing interesting on that. And finally, Bellarabi, who we went and bought for the likes of 4k. He is now up to about 4.8, 4.9. So they're not they're not up a crazy amount, but they're actually progressive. Like the longer we're waiting, the more they're rising. Which is nice. And there you go. There's a Caustic once again we bought for 2k. So, and the Hazard as well, who we bought for 4k. Not bad. So we're going to complete the market matchup just while we're chilling. And yeah, it's going to cost the best part of about 3-4k just because we're using a lot of our untradables. That's one thing I quite like about market matchups. Now we're going to start stacking these packs for tomorrow with the Summer Heat promo. So yeah, we're not going to go and open them right now. But we're just going to keep stacking them. But we're going to go and do the last of the market matchups. And then one thing we'll do is we'll go and buy that right mid and jump to a game just before 6 PM. So we've just been selling on a bunch of the investments. We've got the Hazards again bought for 4, they've been selling for 5, and we've gone and decided to buy the right mid. Now, the resounding decision was pretty easy, you know. I mean, we'll look at the comments right now. We've got Lucas, Salah or Adama. Nice little message there. Lucas. And a lot of you guys actually asking for more gameplay, so we will show more gameplay than just highlights. I always went off the presumption that people didn't want to watch gameplay, but actually we've had a fair few comments in the last episode talking about wanting to see more gameplay, so I will include more. Got a little bit on Shaqiri, but Lucas, a little bit on Salah. Lucas, what else do we have here? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Lucas, Salah, Lucas. Hilarious. Lucas. So basically the the overall opinion is to go and get Lucas. Now, we've gone and got him, and he does look like a very nice player. Very happy with his stats. Probably the player I would have picked out of the 3. And even with the chem style of Deadeye, which is going to go and give him a really nice shooting boost. Obviously, you can see it gives him a 10 finishing, 10 on the shot power, and then a little bit on the passing, which is always nice. So, what we're probably going to set it up as is Vardy as our striker, Ings as our central cam, Bernard as our left cam, and Lucas as our right cam. So that's how the team's going to go and set up. We're going to go jump into 2 games and show you the highlights. So, the first team we're going to be coming up against today is... one of these guys, eh? That's actually kind of weird, but... he's got what's he called? I can't remember what that striker's called. He's very good, no matter whoever he is. But, it's a Texera. Potentially could have ball rolled that, but... Problem is, if I ball rolled that, I feel like the centre back would have had me. Nice, Mora. Thought he was going to make a run down the middle. Stupid angle to shoot at. No, I did the through the legs. The through the legs hasn't been consistent for years. Come on, win that. Bro, I see you. Ball and a half shot. No, you're shit, Dan. You're so shit. Nearly gave that away. That's an easy win as well, or easy goal. There you go. Oh, I knew he was going to back out there. So, loads and loads of sales. Fabinho got for 30, Gira got for 26, and then the Caustics, once again, who we, what do we pick these up for? Pick these Caustics up for 2k, didn't we? Yeah, the Hadz's bought for 4, the Bellarabi's bought for 4, so yeah, not looking too bad. We're just selling on the rest of the players and reaping the rewards. So I've gone and done the last marking matchup, just very cheap and easy. Use La Liga B, or La Liga 2 DOS, whatever. Just bought these for 200, bought him for 200, and I did him untradeable, so... We're going to get a mixed player pack, but most importantly, the overall pack right there. What is it? It is a Prime Gold Players pack. Very nice. Now, what we'll be doing is just selling on all the 4 that we bought. Some of them not being too amazing. I mean, Bellarabi bought for 4, sold for 4.8. Ginter bought for 2, sold for 2.4. So, we're not getting crazy profits out of them, but we're just kind of cashing out right now. Just in anticipation of 6 PM. We're not really expecting much 6 PM. Nothing more than them just hinting towards there being content tomorrow, but... You know, it doesn't hurt to have an empty transfer list and a bit of coin. So off the back of the loading screen, we've invested 400k. Now what I could go and do, theoretically, is go and sell the team on and then go and buy it back tomorrow. And I'll be honest with you, I might do a little bit of research just to see how these cards reacted last year, to see if it's really even worth my time doing that. Both on cards they're going to get re-released, like the Lucas Moura, the Cancelo, the Ake, and even the Bernard as such. Through to cards that aren't going to get re-released, obviously like the likes of Kovacic and Vardy, who are unlikely to be re-released this week. So yeah, we're not really selling team on, but what we are doing is we're doing loads and loads of investing. Now, obviously then re-releasing cards, that means the gold cards aren't going to be in packs. So what we've done is we've gone to put 400k into gold cards that aren't in packs, because the idea is if a gold card isn't in packs, it's going to get, you know, there's no more supply of it for that week, which means it gets rarer and rises and rises and rises. So what I've done is I've gone and invested all these coins into these players that are either going to get Winter Refresh, like the likes of Bernat, a Shapeshifter, like the likes of Vinicius Jr. and Rashika, or what other ones we have? A one to watch card like the likes of Maguire and Lozano. Now, so the idea is that we've got to bought their gold cards because if they're not in packs for a week, they're only going to rise and rise and rise. So what we've done is we've bought a bunch of cards there on our unassigned. We've got a bunch of cards there on bids. Let's see if there's anything else. Ribery, obviously getting a Shapeshifter. Re-release, and obviously if he's not in packs for a week, he's going to rise when people want to use him in SBCs, but his supply is getting less and less and less. And I've also gone and filled up the transfer list, and I've also gone and sold on a bunch more cards with Shadow. But you can see they were basically filled to the brim right now with gold cards that are likely, well, hopefully likely to be re-released in the terms of next week in Shapeshifter's Winter Refresh and that lot. So that's just what we've been doing. Here's a little sheet of all the players I back. Lozano, Brandt. Not so much Brandt at the moment, but Lozano, Hazard, Maguire, really good. Vinicius Jr., Rashika, Atal. Richarlison's apparently really up like 2k. Ribery, and then Bernat, Schultz, and Florenzi. But those are the investments I'm backing at the moment, and the investments I've just put out, say, like 300-400k on the main account. So just doing a little bit of research on what happened with cards last year, and, well, as you can see, we've basically gone and sold on the likes of Ake, who's going to get re-released, and the likes of Lucas Moura is going to get re-released. Obviously, Team of Seasons aren't likely to get re-released this week. Likewise with Foot Birthday. Bernard's only worth like 20k, and Van Aanholt is a Team of the Week 24. Very unlikely they re-release that card in the first batch. So basically we're expecting there to be multiple batches. I think Decore is also a late one, bear in mind that's the second inform. So I think a lot of these cards, well, I think the rest of these cards aren't going to get re-released. But let me just show you what happened to just a few of the headliners last year when they were re-released. It was yeah, it was a bit of an ugly one. So let's go and look at the likes of Werner, let's look at the likes of Lala, let's go look at the likes of Dembele. Now, these cards were re-released in the middle of July, if I'm not wrong. So let me just show you what happened. Here's your middle of July, 291, bang, 173. Literally in the matter of just before Weekend League. And then he still kept going down and down and down. Let's load in the next one. Lala. I can already see that drop. Here we go. 158, bang, 38k. Next one. Dembele. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome Dembele. Where's 16th? Here you go. 271. Bang. 160k. Let me go and find a few other examples. This would have been week 1 of the promo, and you can see right here, 9 Golan. 165, 156k. Bang. 62k. Got another one right here. Again, we're looking at basically first week of July, because that would have been the first week of the promo. Here we go. 2nd of July. 94k. Bang. Down there to 52k. Next one, the likes of Cancelo. Cancelo went from, again, we've got to find first week of July, 125k, bang, down to 53k. These cards just I don't know where they go. Now, what I actually want to go and check right now, though, is how did the likes of Team of Season cancel, and how did maybe a few Team of Season cards react on the 2nd of July, which was the first drop. Now, this is obviously when he may have been no, that's when he was re-released as the Team of Season card. June, July. Very interestingly, we actually didn't really see much of a drop whatsoever. Very interesting. Let's go and check someone like Vardy. I believe Vardy would have got a card last year. So basically what I'm doing right now is just checking if... I'm just checking if the rest of the market, players who weren't in packs as such... Okay, Vardy didn't work, he didn't get a Team of Season. What about Aguero? But basically players that weren't in packs or aren't getting re-released if they dropped. Basically if there's a whole market crash as such. Now, there might have been a market crash in the first few hours, but then it rebounded, and therefore they kind of cancel each other out as such. But let's have a little look. Here we go. 2nd of June. Now, you can see this is probably where the Team of Season was re-released, and you can see it just absolutely dropped off a cliff. But yeah, we're looking at the beginning of July. So, we can find the 2nd of July. How did he react? He really didn't do anything. He went down like 50k. I say maybe he went down 100 and 150k, but he rebounded more. So, by the looks of things, some of the top dogs who aren't getting re-released, I mean, not even the top dogs, sorry. Let's go and have a look, maybe look at the likes of Trent. Just even cards that aren't getting re-released are looking a little bit safer. Let's look at Robertson. Robertson's not a, a crazy card, so he's not like he's not going to get challenged by any of the re-release cards. Let's have a little look then. So, obviously this might have been when he was getting re-released, or having maybe some sort of special card being re-released, but let's have a look on the 2nd of July. He went from 375 to 367. So you can see there was a little bit of panic, but he still rose the following weekend right there. So, I believe what we're looking at is special cards that aren't getting re-released. They look like they're going to be a safe one. Obviously, you've got to watch out because there is going to be anticipation around those cards dropping because they're going to be re-released. But yeah, cards that are getting re-released, cards that are on the loading screen right here are the sort of cards you want to be worried about. And Team of the Weeks, if you want to play it safe, just get rid of all the team weeks. But if you want to be more likely than not, it's probably going to be team week up to team week 10 as such, and the best of. So this is going to be the end of the episode. Now we'll show you what the current position in the account is looking like. We sold the Vardy on. Basically, I think we sold everything on, and we sold a lot of these golds on lazy buys, which is quite nice. But we've still got a few cards still left to sell on, which is probably going to be pushing this account. I think we've got about, I'd say about 1.5 million coins right now. So the reason we've gone and sold on the plays is because we're expecting, obviously, them re-releasing special cards. And special cards are likely to crash. Now, what I've done is I've compiled a team of some of the most expensive special cards we're expecting them to re-release. And basically players that we could be looking to throw into the team. So what I need you guys to give me is, well, if you guys can vouch for any of these players being decent. Now, of course, we're expecting Shapeshifters, Winter Refresh, Headliners, Scream, and Team Week 1 to Team Week 10. But Team Week 1 to Team Week 10 didn't have anyone too amazing, so I didn't really throw anyone in there. But basically, these are the cards we can be expecting to use, or these are the cards we can expect them to crash. Expect them to drop anywhere from anywhere from like 40 to 70%. Some of these cards can have some horrible crashes. But yeah, we've got a few insane cards there. We've obviously got Shapeshifter Richarlison, Shapeshifter David Luiz, Winter Refresh Bruno, Winter Refresh Ake, who we're using anyway, Headliner Walker, Shapeshifter Kante, Shapeshifter Pereira, what are these called? Headliner Sala, obviously Scream Aguero, Otamendi Firmino, the Lukes we're using, which is amazing. And then on top of this, we kind of predict EA to even maybe give these better cards. So maybe instead of a 90 Richarlison, we'll get like a 93, 94 Richarlison, and 92 David Luiz. So not only could these cards be these, but they could re-release them, but even better, which would be obviously very interesting. So what I need you guys in the comment section to do is, if you can vouch for any of the Headliner, Shapeshifter, Winter Refresh, or Screams from the Premier League, who you guys would like to see us use. But that's where we got about 1.5 million coins. I'll be honest with you, we could probably even afford that starting 11 once we expect the market to drop. As I say, the market for these should literally just keep dropping and dropping. We might see a little bit of a rebound for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but that would be about it. Now, we've invested in a bunch of gold cards, and what I've actually decided to do right here is actually make a little spreadsheet of all the expensive gold card, or all the gold cards you can invest in. If they're not inflated, 20% of what they were costing on the Tuesday. So one towards you got Lozano, Brandt, Hazard, Maguire, Yedda, Sarabia, Haller, Barella in Shapeshifters. And again, you're buying the gold cards. Vinicius Jr., Rashika, Atal, Richarlison. Don't ask about that spelling. Don't ask about any of their spellings. Ribery, Guy, Hattabor, and Babu. For Winter Refresh, and go with the gold Bernat, Schultz, Ferenzi, Herrera. With the Libertadores cards, we've got Salvio, and with the headliners, we've got the likes of Delaney. So there are a few gold cards you guys can go and invest in off the back of this episode. But that is going to be wrapping it up. Once again, do make sure to drop down some recommendations of any of these players you guys recommend to use as such. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.